What's going on, everyone? Adachi Gacha back again to cover the fairies and fairy gear available in the global version so far, and the answers to the Vel.org quiz. Fairies are small glowing orbs that appear on certain maps that can be captured for gear once you pass the Grand Wall. After you've cleared this node, you simply have to click this house at the end of the island and watch a short cutscene. The man will give you a cage, and now you can capture the fairies. Fun fact, they still appear even if you don't own this cage, but you can't do anything with them. After you've captured a fairy, return back to this lab, drop the fairy off, and you will receive a corresponding piece of gear based on the element of the fairy. Currently there are only 4, the fire, ice, wind, and water fairies. Working our way back, we'll start with the ice fairy. This can be found in the Lanzelia Mountains. You can farm any node with a chance to spawn a fairy, like the picture shown. All you need to do is tap the fairy until you see it go into your controlled character's body. I made sure to approach them as well, but I'm pretty sure this is redundant. Once this is done, all you need to do is clear the stage, and now you can return it to the lab. I assume you need to clear the stage, but to the brave souls that test not clearing the stage, let me know how that goes. The ice fairy will give you the 110 strength flow spear. This has an ice attribute and a passive which increases the critical rate of ice skills. Side note, the attribute will only apply to basic attacks, not your skills, so this passive will be really great for a unit like Sevilla. To find the fire fairy, you will want to farm any stage in the Malboria Lava Caves node. Difficulty level doesn't matter, but hard could have better spawn rates. This one imbues basic attacks with fire and has the passive fire skill damage plus 15%. This will be really great on a future unit named Vaughn. At the moment this could work on Dine, but for obvious reasons I'd pick something with intelligence instead. We'll find the water fairy here at the wreckage of Skyship Durandal. Still don't know why these aren't called airships. Isn't that established in the West? Anyway, the water fairy will give you the plus 27 mind and 5% ice resist accessory, Aqua Crown Undine. This one's passive is magic damage taken minus 10%, but only underwater. If we get future events or nodes underwater, this could be useful, but overall you'd really only be taking this for the magic defense. The last fairy currently released on the global side is the Wind Fairy, which is found at the Rigul coastline. This fairy nets you the plus 21 defense accessory, Cape of the Sylph. This one's passive is crit damage taken minus 15%. This will shine more so in PvP, but overall the passive is pretty negligible except in very specific cases if a boss is built around critting. Otherwise, still a solid defense upgrade. Now, as for the Vel.org quiz, you will unlock the Mag 1 item out of this chest here once you clear the Talon Tundra. Once you go back into your inventory in the Important Items tab, you can launch the item and will be greeted with the Vel.org arc asking you various questions. The answers are found within the lore of the game, through various flavor text items and pieces of gear. For ease of access though, the answers are displayed on screen here, and I'll also put them down in the description below. Once you answer these questions all correctly, you'll be rewarded with 1,000 free gems. Nifty reward, and I believe this quiz can be attempted as many times as you want, so no worries if you misclick an answer. And that covers some of the simpler yet immensely useful side quests, so hopefully this helps you out. On a final note with the fairies, keep in mind the spawn rate is entirely RNG based, so you could be very lucky, or you could be farming one node for a couple hours. Don't be discouraged though, you'll be farming mats, and you can always just come back for these items. Let me know what you'd like me to cover, or what you had for dinner, down in the comments below. I try to respond and read through them all, so if you want to post whatever, that's perfectly cool too. And finally, subscribe for future Last Cloudia and mobile gaming content. I will cover other games in the future, but am really strapped for time at the moment. We also just passed 200 subs the other day and are still growing, so thank you all so much for your support. I appreciate every one of you, and I'll see you next time. I think it went inside me.